All right. We are live. Oh my God. I'm back after 3 weeks, month. I don't know. Somewhere around there. 2 weeks, two
Something
and a
like
half. But anyways, what didn't change in that whole entire time
is that Max has a boyfriend.
is that we were sponsored by oneoparlay.com.
No, that's close.
Make sure you use that promo code JMP. If you are a new user, just make sure you deposit $10, put that promo code JMP, or $250 because we got a deposit match up to $250 for you as long as you use the promo code JMP.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And
Positively.
with that being said, hello, hi, I'm back. Great to be back. Man, I got this dog that will not leave me alone right here. We
Are you
worked a
getting
long day today.
under the table right now?
That's to the side of me.
Oh, you do.
But um, anyways, besides the news of TJ Watt, which we will get into later. Looks like the last thing Jake did not get to cover on the last episode was the Eagles Chargers games as in plural. I don't know why I said plural. Penny, you have got to stop. You have got to stop. 22-19 final score. Eagles fans, what a great episode to be back.
Yeah.
No, might have seemed like I was hiding from the comments, stuff like that, but just poor timing.
Yeah.
You guys didn't scare me at all. And you definitely won't now because your boy Jalen Hurts is a doo-doo. And
Yeah, he has been playing like dog shit for the last like 3 weeks.
um,
Actually, no, he
I
played
don't
good 1 week.
I don't know if it said that he's the first player to or first player in a
He's
certain
the
amount of
first player.
years
He is the first player to fumble and throw an interception.
on the same play.
Yeah.
Hey, well, too bad he couldn't be like Aaron Rodgers and catch his own interception.
That doesn't make
But
any
well, I mean, it was about to get intercepted.
I was about to say,
Um,
he's like, "That make no
and then
fucking
he
sense."
pinned it to his forehead and went down on his knees like he was praying.
Yeah.
So great instincts, but looks like Jalen Hurts has zero instincts because
Well, I mean, that whole game, it fucking looked like that. Anybody on the whole field. There was like
yeah,
9
I mean Barkley, I don't think he ran the ball enough.
Dude, there was, like, a point in that game where there were let me find it, I actually had this wrote down,
Well,
where
Barkley did average 6 yards a carry, had that 52-yarder as well. 20 attempts, 122 yards. You got to keep feeding him the ball,
there was
especially
a point
when
Max, there was a
Hurts is
point in
throwing
that
forward
game
picks.
there was a point in that game where there was 5 turnovers and 11 plays
It's good.
because
Good.
they had fumble or the interception, fumble, and then fumble again, and then the Chargers went down or got down the field or something, and then Herbert got sacked, fumbled, and then Jalen Hurts threw a pick.
Yeah, well, at least A.J. Brown had a good game, 6 catches, 100 yards, and Dallas Goedert was 8 catches, 78 yards.
Mhm.
Devontae Smith only 4 catches, 37 yards, um,
I mean, the game
but
was
yeah,
either way.
terrible game for the Eagles. Well, I mean, for both, but
Yeah, neither
Chargers won.
quarterback played good. They both
Yeah, I
looked
mean, with
but Herbert also
you got Herbert with a 59 quarterback rating that game,
yeah, but he also just had
less
surgery
than
on his hand last
50%.
week.
What?
He just had surgery on his hand last week.
Yeah, threw under 50%, 1-to-1 ratio, touchdown pick. But I mean, good split for running backs, 56 and 44, almost even carries, 13 and 14. I mean, that's what a weird duo that you wouldn't see from week one. Obviously, nobody would have guessed that, but man, your leading receiver is
Nice though. Fucking rather I'd just fucking keep that shit going over fucking bringing Najee back. He was only on a 1-year deal anyways.
yeah, sad for Najee. I was hoping he'd make his money's worth somewhere else, but
I mean, he probably
um,
still just won't be on the Chargers.
no, will not. But yeah, just weird stat sheet on the receiving end, and it's going to look weird because he only completed the ball 12 times.
Shit, Jalen Hurts didn't do fucking that much either, really.
No,
I mean,
nope.
ball 40 times and only had 240 yards and no touchdowns, 4 picks.
Yeah. Well, uh, clearly Cameron Dicker is the MVP of the night, going 5 of 5 from the field goal range. 54 was as long, only had one extra point because they only scored one touchdown.
Jake fucking missed one too.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's why it helps having a great kicker, unlike Ohio State. Sorry. A crimey river. But, you know, stuff happens. But
It's Max, you can't say that.
kicker
You're
was
from
automatic.
the Cincinnati area.
Well, too bad. Too bad both the teams I like did not do well.
Me too, man.
Penn State and UC. I mean, UC did well,
No, not really. But
but we were on a hot streak, and I really thought we were gonna do something.
yeah, but
Um,
everybody acts like you're from Ohio. You have to like Ohio State. Is what? Well, you're not from Ohio, but I'm from like they're saying like you're from this area. You should like Ohio State. It's like no.
yeah. Well, hey, at least exciting bowl game for Penn State before we get too sidetracked. But Penn State playing Clemson in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. Have you ever heard of that one?
No, that's because bowl games don't matter anymore.
Well, this one does.
It doesn't.
Just to
I'm
end,
not. I'm
end the
not even
season
gonna
on
watch UC's bowl
a
game.
lighter note.
Not even
Um,
UC's bowl game.
but congrats to James Franklin. Glad he found a hope. Didn't take long. But yeah, Eagles suck. Not really. They're still 8-5. But
Their offense, like I've been saying since that first time, is their problem.
yeah, that's a terrible game for Hurts. It does not get much worse than that, honestly. But happy. I mean, I'm so happy it's happening to the Eagles, though, out of all teams. Mainly because of the fans, but it is what it is. But moving on from that, we had the game last night. Atlanta beating Tampa Bay, which I did not think was going to happen. But Tampa Bay's just been struggling.
Kirk Cousins is fucking back and better than ever.
Yep, using tight ends, tell you that much.
Using tight ends, it's the only fucking person he threw to besides fucking Bijan.
And only one incompletion to Kyle Pitts was really impressive.
And
So,
also, Kyle Pitts had his career high in receptions, career high in receiving yards, and career high in touchdown.
yeah. Yeah, and Bijan being your second leading receiver, also having a good game on the ground, besides that one fumble. But still, that's
Yeah, but
that's how you would assume that offense should be run.
Bijan was doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, and I don't know if Penix just needs to learn a little bit, but this is kind of what happens when you involve your best players in
Not even your best
every play. I mean,
Pitts has never been involved ever. It seems like besides like his first year.
yeah, and I don't think Penix is bad with Bijan because Bijan still does, same numbers almost with Penix in.
Well, they need to
But
fucking do what they did last night. The Falcons do. They fucking only gave the ball, which I think they should split a little more. But Algier only had 2 carries.
yeah,
John carried the ball 19.
which never happens normally. But I mean, honestly though, if you're Tampa Bay, for one, Drake London's out, and you know that ahead of time. But the thing is, if you're Tampa Bay and you're leading up to this game, and you know Drake London's out, so I would assume that would mean they're gonna feed the ball to Bijan, or I would understand them not prioritizing Kyle Pitts as second.
Like, there's just nothing about this game that the Falcons should have won. The Buccaneers literally got Mike Evans back this week. They got Jalen McMillan back this week. Chris Godwin's like on his second or third week back. They still have Ibuka. The Bucky Irving's on his third week back or second week back. Like, how do you all of a sudden
plays fullback,
but their fucking defense is garbage. Their defense
is
ass.
Yep, and there's a few plays too, like Levante David just got completely just outran. And it's gonna happen. He's a bit older.
By Bijan?
No, not every play. There's a few. I don't know who it was because They had Davis Mills, Darnell Mooney. Who's their other receiver?
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills. Yeah, that's what I. Fuck.
David Spills, sir.
Yes, the
The
fifth. Yes.
No.
Um. Yeah. So I don't. I don't think I could look at their numbers and know
Well, I'd
exactly who
also
it
be a
was.
little pissed if I was a Buccaneers fan because the last drive of the game, Kirk Cousins fumbled the ball, and then he the Tampa came out of the bye with the ball, but they said that Kirk Cousins also recovered it at the same time as Tampa, and they give it to the offense.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
little
Well, there's a lot of fans that are pissed, just like the Ravens.
I'd be also pissed if I was a Falcons fan because they all decided randomly to use Kyle Pitts tonight, and he's going to be a free agent in 4 weeks.
Yes, you made him very attractive before the free agency.
I mean, fuck, dude. Hopefully he goes to a team that actually uses him because I think he'd be so nasty. He's
Yeah.
he can be so good. He's literally fucking a wide receiver. I mean, he was the 4th pick in the draft for a fucking reason.
Yeah, I mean, there's like I like what Jonnu Smith has been doing on Pittsburgh. So
No, y'all need to fucking get Darnell Washington more involved. Every time I see that dude touch the ball, he's fucking murdering people.
yeah, well,
And he
he's
plays
300 pounds and 6'7", so
Yeah, but he's also always on the field blocking or doing something. You can give him the ball. He's a football
yeah,
player.
but he's also like another offensive lineman and great at pass blocking. So you have to utilize him for all of his strengths, and they do.
Yeah, I'm not saying literally give him the ball every play. I'm saying give him the ball more. Every time he touches the ball, it's like almost impossible to tackle him. He's the size of an NFL like offensive lineman, like in his weight and stuff. And every time he gets the ball, he literally makes people look like little children.
Oh, did you see how he missed the rest of the game last week? Did you see the tackle that was made against him?
No.
Which is what I would assume you would do as a professional, but somebody literally dolphin dove straight at his feet.
Well, then there should have been a flag thrown. I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
It was pretty low. And so then it swept his feet out from underneath the ground. So he's basically diagonal in the air, falling backwards. And then somebody else came to tackle, hit him in the side of the helmet, and they laid on the ground. And yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised I haven't seen anything, but that hurt. That definitely hurt.
Well, at least you guys got Adam Thielen.
Yeah. And I hopefully he gets a little bit more involved. I would like to see him play.
Speaking of which, though, I also did see that, that scared me. That if Tampa wins or if Carolina wins, this what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? If Carolina wins this week, when they play Tampa next week, if Carolina wins, then they win the division.
Ooh. Well,
so Tampa might be in some trouble. They've been like shit for about 3 or 4 weeks now.
That's what happens when you start to lose games that you used to win constantly. But yeah, so what a great game for one.
Yeah.
That's pretty much as entertaining as you could want a Thursday night game to be. But yeah, puts Tampa in a hole. Pregame odds -6 spread. They'll lose by 1. That's just how it goes sometimes. Who I do think is going to cover the spread is the first game on the slate, Houston,
You're ignorant.
Arizona.
You're ignorant.
You don't think
Houston has
win by 10
in the NFL?
What?
Houston has the best defense in the NFL. They're not letting Houston do anything. Did you see what the Rams did to them last week?
What are you saying? I'm saying that Houston's going to cover the spread, and you're saying Houston.
I thought you said Arizona was going to cover.
No.
I'm about to say. I was like, what?
I thought that's I said, who is going to cover the spread? And I said Houston because they're playing Arizona. But yeah, so Murray's out for the year. Marvin Harrison is not coming back this week. I don't know why he would come back.
I wouldn't
just wait for the season
play
to
for the
end.
team.
Yeah, but that's pretty big injury. So I wouldn't, fault him for not playing.
We've been at the point for a couple weeks where we kind of know what every team is. I think Houston should absolutely. I'm done saying I think a team's gonna blow a team out. because I said that when the Rams played the Panthers, didn't go good for me. And I think that Houston definitely should win this game, but I also think they should for sure cover, which kind of seems like a blowout because it's 2
Well,
point.
DeMercado might be back. Could
I don't
change
think
things.
it doesn't fucking matter. They have not, dude, their leading rusher on the season at 271 yards, and every game since Jacoby Brissett's been starting, he averages like 45 passes a game.
But Dante Moncrief is questionable for the
I
game.
didn't even know he played in the NFL anymore.
He's
There's
on
no
the
way that
Texans.
Dante Moncrief is in the NFL.
He's on the Texans.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Questionable in parentheses. Well, yeah. Questionable, undisclosed.
What? I did not know he played football.
So he's got to be like, what, 32, 33?
2014 is when he
34?
got drafted. What the fuck? He hasn't played in NFL since 2020.
I'm confused. Why is he on the injury report and why is he on the Texans?
I'm so confused. Dude, I haven't heard that name in so long. I thought you were just lying.
That's why I brought it up. I
That's
just
so
thought that was
fucking
very
random.
odd to see Dante Moncrief on the injury report.
That is really weird because that just brought. I was just like, Dante Moncrief, isn't that the dude who used to play for the Colts? Oh, yeah, it is. He literally has no stats in the
That's
NFL since 2020.
bit strange. So
That's fucking hilarious.
should be like that courtside interview and just call him up real quick and be like, "Hey Dante, you playing?"
But yeah, I'm definitely there. I think there's a good chance. Like you listen to Pardon My Take ever?
Mm-hmm.
So at the after week 2 every year, Big Cat picks a pinky team where he says if this team wins the Super Bowl, he's gonna cut the tip of his pinky off. And he picked the Texans. And I'll tell you what, I'd be shitting myself right now if I was him because they look scary good. If
Yeah, their
they can
offense looks
even
like it's
remotely
figured
figure out
things
their
out.
offense, if they can even remotely figure out their offense, they could win the Super Bowl so easily.
Their offense definitely is better than
Oh, it's definitely better than
mid-season. Yeah,
yeah. But dude, I mean, their defense is scary. You could if you put them up against who's the number 1 offense right now because it's not the Lions. I think I'd pick the Texans.
I mean defense definitely
Dude,
definitely will stop even the best offenses.
listen to their defense, man. 16 points a game first. 66 total yards allowed. 172 passing yards allowed. 94 rushing yards allowed. 36 sacks and 15 interceptions. Like
pretty good season.
You're not fucking and they have playmakers everywhere. Like the Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter. They got fucking
Petrie had a nasty hit last week too.
Jalen Petrie almost killed fucking Rasheed Rice on Sunday.
Yeah, completely depleted him.
No. Like this is not again. Like, don't take this the wrong way, but it looked like Rasheed Rice got into a car crash.
Yeah, I mean he flew. His body flew, and he
looked like a rag doll when he landed.
Looked like he was unalive there for a second. But
what are you, a fucking TikToker or something? The fuck was that?
I just don't want to, openly say.
He looked like he's dead.
I can't believe you'd say
that. But yeah, speaking, you know what? I'm like, I think everybody maybe besides like some people are forgetting about that I'm just now thinking of. Where the fuck is Joe Mixon? I thought he was supposed to be out for like 5 weeks.
No, he was out for the whole season. They announced that so long ago.
Dude, unless I just like stopped getting updates on Joe Mixon, I swear I saw like a thing at the beginning of the season. He was supposed to be out like 5 to 6 weeks.
November 20th, he got announced that he was out for the season.
It was his foot, right? Okay. I don't know. I hadn't heard anything. I guess I just missed it or something. It's kind of hard to read every update when I'm sleeping while everybody's doing all their updates.
Well, then stop sleeping.
Well, it's either that or I don't sleep.
I don't sleep.
But this game,
the
last 5, it's 5-0 versus 0-5. So
yeah, Houston wins. Jacksonville should definitely win because you have Brady Cook as your starting quarterback, and who knows, could be diamond in the rough. What if it's a great showing? Probably not.
When our opening thing for the NFL, my hot take is looking pretty nice right now.
That New York's good?
No, that Jacksonville's going to win their division.
The Jets are really wanting that first pick.
Uh, they're not getting in. There's still teams with
because
2 losses or 2 wins.
it, huh?
There's still teams with 2 wins.
What's going to be?
They're not getting. They probably have the 8th pick right now.
Doesn't Atlanta they don't have their own first pick either?
The Rams have the Atlanta's pick.
Yeah, that's right.
But this game, if I'm the
Two first for Joe Burrow.
If I'm the Jets, Joe Burrow is not getting traded. First of all, if you well, dude, Jamar literally came on after like that shit happened yesterday, and like with how everybody's like, oh, Joe Burrow says he's not happy, whatever. First of all, he didn't even say he wasn't happy. He just said, I don't know why I would be playing if I wasn't having fun, which he is still playing.
Yeah,
So.
but if you pull up Andrew Luck's speech too before he announced retirement.
Okay, well, Andrew Luck is also a lot more of a like thinker and all that shit than Joe Burrow. If you like, Andrew Luck is like Joe Burrow, kind of just is doing random stupid shit all the time. Like he literally
I
gets.
think he's tired of losing, tired of getting hit.
Yeah, everybody's probably tired of losing. If you go in the NFL, you're not fucking winning every year. I mean, he's played 4 full healthy seasons, or not even 4. Like he's played like 3 full healthy seasons, and one of them we didn't make the playoffs.
I was already betting odds for which team is going to be on next for next season. LA Rams.
Yeah,
of course,
well,
heavily
I'm
favored.
gonna let you know, Joe Burrow's not going to leave. If anything, he would retire. I bet.
I can see that too.
I'd rather him do that than go to another team. Then maybe the Bengals ownership would think about some shit.
He goes to Pittsburgh though.
I bet you money he wouldn't go to Pittsburgh.
Teams winning some chips.
You ain't got no receivers. What do you mean it don't matter?
DK had a great game.
Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers played his best game for you guys.
Yeah, and see, that's what happens. If you have a quarterback that can throw 20 yards down the field, then our offense is great. We just don't have a quarterback that can do that.
But that was Aaron Rodgers, and he's played all season for you guys.
Okay, and that's the best he's looked since week 1.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but I'm just saying. You just said a quarterback that can throw more than 20 yards down the field, which he is still the same dude that's been your quarterback all year.
Yeah, Jake, he didn't attempt to pass over 20 yards in 5 straight games.
Okay, but you said if we had a quarterback that could throw more than 20 yards downfield, which you have the same quarterback that played in that game that's been playing every other game.
Yes, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is because he's last in the NFL
in air yards per attempt.
Average yards per attempt.
Okay, but Max,
air yards.
Max.
So, yeah.
Okay, but Max, you didn't say that. You're saying that if we had a quarterback to throw 20 yards downfield, Aaron Rodgers is on your team, and he threw the ball 20 yards down the field that game.
Yeah, that was the first time in 5 weeks.
So he throws the ball more than 20 yards downfield.
You're so wrong. I don't know why you keep trying to make it last longer.
Make what last longer?
You're just making yourself look uneducated for longer than you should.
All I'm saying is that you said he couldn't throw the ball 20 yards downfield when he did that game that you're just talking about. So it doesn't make any sense.
I said that's what happens when we have a quarterback.
You don't
that
have
can throw the ball
that can throw
20 yards down the field.
Correct.
So that would,
which means that Aaron Rodgers isn't your quarterback then, because he played last week.
I don't know how else I need you to connect the dots to make you believe that the circle is here and you are like way outside of it.
That doesn't even make sense. What you said.
What do you mean that doesn't make sense?
What are you talking about? You literally said if we had a quarterback that throw 20 yards downfield, Aaron Rodgers played on your team last week, threw the ball 20 yards downfield. Yeah, he didn't do it for 5 games or something.
And I also said that's what happens when we have a quarterback that can throw the ball down the field.
Which is Aaron Rodgers.
No, because you're phrasing it as I said, if we had a quarterback. See, the word if is huge in this because you're amplifying that I'm talking about a fake scenario.
Okay,
when I'm comparing the real scenario to my sentence that I said.
Okay, but you're saying
this is what happens.
A quarterback that can throw 20 yards downfield. That's the same thing. Because Aaron Rodgers still is the quarterback. When you said when we have a quarterback that can throw 20 yards downfield, he's been on your team all year.
Still wrong. I don't know why I don't know. I cannot connect the dots for you. I can't.
That's because
like you're colorblind. Playing Connect 4. You know
what you're saying makes no sense.
No, it does not.
What are you talking? It literally makes no sense.
All right, we have got to move on because I can't. All right. What else? Do you have anything to say about Jacksonville, New York?
Yeah, Jacksonville's gonna win.
Yeah, but Brady Cook could shine,
No, he's
and
not.
then they have found their answer
He's ass. They
for
should.
next
They
season.
should put all their backups in and play all of them the rest of the season. They shouldn't play anybody that's a starter on their team the rest of the year.
Yeah, well, yeah, Jacksonville is going to win by a lot, and Jets just need to lose out for best case scenario for next season. But Philly's got a 12-point favorite over Las Vegas, and that's fair.
It's because they're ass.
Unless they start Kenny Pickett. You know, all I want to say
No, not true.
is Kenny Pickett wasn't terrible. He wasn't bad.
What do you mean if they start Kenny Pickett? Geno Smith's out.
Well, great. So Kenny Pickett, let
He's
us.
gonna learn that he doesn't want to start.
Here's the thing. I think there's some key things that people forget about him. Now, by his 20th start, this dude had 7 game-winning drives,
Max,
and that's
he's
clutch.
playing for the
That's
Raiders.
impressive. He had 4 his
Max,
rookie season, 3 his second year,
Max,
heading into his
he's
20th
playing
game.
for the Raiders, not the Steelers.
Okay, I would probably offenses are similar and
No,
what they can
no,
produce because
no. Raiders are the
teams
worst
have not
offense
had a great
actually
offense.
in football.
Um,
They're the worst offense in football.
but I'm just saying,
They don't have any.
you give Kenny Pickett a chance to play against a fraud team like Philly.
Max,
Really expose him.
I bet you Kenny Pickett probably gets sacked fucking 8 times this game.
Well, see, that's where Kenny Pickett is mobile. He can move out of the pocket and avoid that pressure.
And Philly has dudes that will probably chase him down.
Like I don't think that's happening.
Like Nolan Smith and
I would
Jalen.
take Las Vegas spread this weekend only because Kenny Pickett.
The Raiders have one of the worst offenses, and their defense is also garbage.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a terrible year.
I bet this is probably a game where the Eagles' offense actually looks halfway decent.
Yeah, I hope not. That'd be awesome if they don't.
I would agree.
Yeah, I mean they're going to easily.
Because I'm playing AJ Brown in fucking fantasy, so because I traded him, and then he all of a sudden started playing good.
Yeah, well, thanks. Shit happens. Yeah, Philly definitely should cover. Should be a nice bounce back game after what we just witnessed on Monday. But
I mean, the Philly.
one way to avoid that is give Saquon at least 25 rushes.
I don't know about that.
Just be safe.
Well, the Chargers also
they've been bad.
The Chargers also have a good defense as part of why that's happened.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't just fully be like, yeah, it's because they fucking threw the ball. Because they've been throwing the ball. It was the first time that Jalen Hurts threw an interception since like week 3 or some shit.
And probably by his 3rd pick, I would have just kept running the balls with Saquon since he was averaging 6 yards a carry.
They had to throw the ball because it was overtime. And they had like 2 minutes to go score. And then he threw the ball for some reason, the last play, like basically what they're trying to make the last play of the game. They're like, let's throw it to Jahan Dotson.
He is sneaky good. Very good.
Yeah, he also sneaky got picked off when he threw it to him.
Well, he is an athlete, a pure athlete. He was great at Penn State. Miss him. Washington, New York Giants. New York Giants. Definitely Giants, only because Jackson Dart is healthy and back. And
Commanders are just their season's fucked.
Yeah.
Like you don't really have anything to look for.
And Dan Daniels out he's out this game too, so
he's probably just not going to play the rest of the season.
Not much of a point to, but I can see why players don't want to do that.
They at least have something to play for to like see what you can do with Jackson Dart. And
but I wouldn't be mad if I'm the Giants and I still lose every game.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying like
Giants
need to go out there and like win. I'm just saying like the Commanders, they literally have nothing at all to play for. Like their quarterback's hurt, their receivers have been hurt all year. They have a shit record. What are they, 3-10 or something?
Yeah, 3-10.
Yeah, like the Giants, they at least have their quarterbacks healthy. who's on is a rookie, and you have like you're not gonna probably. I mean, I don't know who's gonna win this game. Over under it being at 46 is nuts to me because I feel like both teams are ass. But you're if anything you'd be looking for this game is I'd be running the ball a lot with Jackson Dart and saying, "Hey, this game you're gonna learn how to slide."
Yeah, well, what do you think? 46 is too high?
Yes.
They're both bad.
Yeah, they're both bad on both sides of the ball.
Yes, I don't. I mean, I would assume the over is going to smack on this one.
I don't know. And it's a division game.
Yeah, but both teams are terrible.
Exactly. So I feel like that nothing's gonna happen if both teams are shitty.
Yeah, well, I mean, Washington gave up 31 to Jaden McCarthy, which is impressive because he's
That
looked
is
terrible. Yeah, I mean, both teams give up 30 points a game almost.
yeah, but
I mean, Commanders had back-to-back weeks where they gave it 38 and then 44, but that was against Seattle and Detroit, so that's
two of the best offenses in the league.
can't really. And then the Lions dropped 34 against the Giants 2 weeks ago. Pats just dropped 33 on them. But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then guess what? Those are also
can see
two of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah.
These are two of the worst offenses in the league. Playing
Well, I mean,
against
there's plenty of other games too where they gave up like 28 and 32, 33.
I mean, last time they played each other when Jaden Daniels was playing, the score was 21-6.
It was you.
I just don't
We'll
see
see.
anything. Because especially with how the season's going, every time you think it's gonna be an over, it goes under. Because like if two shitty teams play each other, like when the Titans and the Browns played last week, I was like, I don't even know how to like pick this game because I don't know who the fuck's gonna score or anything. And the score was 31-29.
Yeah. I don't know. We will see. We will see.
Game of the week is up. So the game of the week's up next.
What do you have?
The one after that one. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I just want to do math real quick. I had to do it on
Math on what?
GBT, but they do average more yards and points per game this season with Mariota than they do with Jaden Daniels. But
yeah, but they also still look like shit with Mariota.
They do. Buffalo and New England, and
I think this is going to be a really good game, but from how the last time they played went, why is it not showing me the recent games they played against?
-1 spread, so obviously
to Buffalo, because I'm guessing that means it's Buffalo.
No, it's at New England, so a little bit surprising.
But
especially
the real
for
question
the
is
Patriots being 11-2.
The real question about this game is, are we going to see the Patriots play good because they've only played shitty teams?
Yeah, hey, one of their 2 losses are against the Steelers. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but either way, every game they've played, I think they have played like 2 or 3 teams that have a winning record.
Yeah, I mean,
listen. This is their schedule: Raiders, Dolphins, Pittsburgh, first team with a winning record, Carolina winning record, Buffalo winning record, and then you ready? Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Buccaneers, Jets, Bengals, and Giants.
Yeah, I think it's a good test, but it is kind of good that you bring that up because they do have the 3rd easiest schedule in the NFL this season.
That's surprising to me.
The only 2 teams that have the easier schedules are the Saints and 49ers.
49ers have an easier schedule? That's probably, I guess, why they're 9-4. But
Giants had a combined 4.429 win percentage for the Patriots. Then it goes 0.419 for the Saints and 0.415 for the 49ers.
That's crazy. The Saints have the 2nd easiest schedule and they've won twice.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just, I mean, they're horrendous. They're bad. But it's like because they're bad all around because they have a bunch of old players on defense that are gonna be gone soon. They just don't have that many good young talent to replace anybody. The Saints.
Well, yeah, but they also were in cap hell for like 3 years because they kept fucking just like doing that stupid trying to fuck with the salary cap thing, and then it came back and bit their ass.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also,
they're
Chris
just
Neal looked good the last, like, 2 weeks
well, all
playing
I'm saying
for
is, like,
Alvin Kamara too.
did a franchise with them on Madden, and I had the Saints, and it's just, like, it's hard to work with because there's no value. Nobody's good. Nobody's young and, like, looks great. I
Tyler
mean, there's
Shough
a few players,
been good.
um, but they just have an old defense that's not good and a bad offense.
I mean, yeah, but Tyler Shuck's been looking nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you said that like he had a K at the end of his last name.
That's how you say his name.
Do you?
Yes, his name is Tyler Shuck.
But it's GH at the end.
I agree. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen, but his name is Tyler Shuck. Go look up a pronunciation and see that I'm right.
Webster Dictionary.
You're looking up a dictionary for somebody's name.
Huh?
You're looking at a dictionary for somebody's name?
I don't know.
Anyways, I think personally that the Bills are probably gonna win this game because Josh Allen, last couple weeks has been playing really good, and I know they lost what game was it? Against Houston, but Houston also has the best defense in the league.
Yeah, so that's a very reasonable loss.
In the Patriots, they have a good defense, but they also have not played a good team since they played the Bills last. This is the last good team they played.
When
So
was that week?
it was like week 7, I think, or week 5, somewhere in between there. I think could have been before that even. I'm not sure. I think the Patriots were, or no, the Bills were 5-0 or something. I think I I can't remember. It was a
Yeah, I
while.
think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds right.
but
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
I think the Bills take this one. I mean, they're two good teams. I know one of them's not really played anybody, but they're also in the same division, so they've played most of the same teams for the most part. But I think that the Bills will win this week just because it's division. They're two good teams. They're more than likely splitting.
yeah, and Buffalo has played some great teams this year. Um, definitely had a. Let me look up.
The beginning of the year, they played some good ass teams. I
I mean, they
think.
had the Ravens for week 2, or is that 1?
No, it was week 2, I think. No, it was week 1. Yeah, they have not played a bunch of good teams, Max. I'm sorry to tell you. They played Baltimore, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints, Patriots, Falcons.
The middle of the pack. They had this. They're ranked 16th in the strength of schedule.
Well, if you go look at their schedule, they have not played that many good teams.
Well, probably not this year, but they had 6 games against teams that had playoff appearances in 2024. Getting it to week 1.
Well, one of those is Baltimore. Baltimore looks like shit.
Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers, Texans,
Chiefs,
Eagles, Buccaneers.
Chiefs look like shit. So I mean, and the Buccaneers also look like shit.
Yeah, they do. They do. But yeah, I think Buffalo wins it too, only because I feel like
They should
New
split.
England just hasn't had that many looks at a top team this year. And I think Buffalo's like, especially after last week, there's definitely a lot of momentum for Buffalo because it's a great game.
Yeah.
Very good
They,
game.
I mean, and the thing is Josh Allen, he's just looked fucking so good the last what is
Yeah.
it, like 3? No, he didn't look good against Houston, but like
40-yard run too was great too.
that's because the Bengals defense is ass and they didn't have anybody there. They literally faked
Yeah.
a run to the right side of the field, like they did a play action and their whole line went to the right. So then Josh Allen's like, "Oh, look, there's no one here. Thanks."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That did happen. Yeah, I got Buffalo winning too.
definitely taking Buffalo, and in that game for sure would be taking the over.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Next, I don't see how Chiefs are favored
Chiefs are done. They're done.
over
They're done.
the Chargers.
They're done. Over.
So for betting wise, I'd definitely be taking. It's probably plus money, honestly, if it's -5.5. So, yeah, I mean, regardless of it being at Arrowhead, they
I don't
just
give a fuck.
do not look good. So their
Dude,
offense does not look good.
Mahomes probably played his worst game the last 2 games they played. No,
Yeah.
not never mind, not last 2. It was a different game I'm thinking of. But Houston was probably the worst game he's ever played.
Yeah, Madden's probably going to still have him at a 99 overall next year.
He wasn't even a 99 this year.
What was it? Oh, yeah, he was
No,
a 97.
quarterbacks for 99s were Lamar and Josh.
Yeah, he was a
But
97.
But this part of the reason that he played bad against Houston even is because they receivers on his team couldn't catch the ball. Because Rasheed Rice
Yeah.
dropped a big third down catch, or yeah, no, that was a fourth down. Like Kareem Hunt dropped one. Travis Kelsey had one in his hands, got popped up in the air and picked off. Like a lot of the problem is his receivers, but Mahomes also does not look great.
No. And that Travis Kelsey connection was not there last week either. So, um, yeah, I would take the
And the
Chargers.
and the thing
So,
is too is the Chargers defense has been playing pretty fucking good.
yeah.
Besides the Jacksonville game where they got curb stomped because they let Jackson run for like 200 yards on them.
Yeah, and I think it's a good I mean, wouldn't assume that offense would look that bad 2 weeks in a row. Um, I would assume
Who
adjustments are gonna be made in
who you
the
talking about?
Chargers.
Yeah, but Justin Herbert's still got a broken hand.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But you're probably gonna make adjustments to have it
But I
some
also think that
different type of offense.
I think that the Chargers are probably gonna be running the ball a lot this game too because it's another week of having Amarion Hampton back healthy, and Kamani Vidal's been playing really fucking good anyways.
Yeah, I mean, ran it 27 times with their running backs last week, so
And they're
probably need
not
to do the
gonna have
same
Trey
thing.
Smith they're not gonna have Trey Smith or Jawan Taylor again this week. The Chiefs are. So they're on their 3rd string left tackle, and they don't have their right tackle or their right guard.
Good. Good for them. Happy for them. Yeah, Chargers take it plus 5.5. Smack it. I throw a
Yeah, I'd be
hundred on it.
taking that for sure, and I'd probably be taking the under as well.
You know who I'm putting money on though is the Bengals
Because
because
you want the Ravens to lose so you guys can make the playoffs.
would that just be so sweet? I am a
If I
huge
was the
fan.
Bengals and I was like, "Oh, well, if we hadn't had no chance of making the playoffs, even though we technically have a chance right now," I would be like, "Oh, yeah, fuck it. Just let the Ravens win. They can fight it out."
No, see, but you had a small chance, so you guys are gonna fight and win, and you guys play Baltimore well, so
Yeah, but our defense went back to looking like dog shit, so we'll see. But yeah,
yeah. But yeah, man, fuck. I would love for
but there also is no
Cincinnati
T
to
Higgins this
win,
week.
huh?
There's no T Higgins either.
Jamar's back.
What do you mean back? He's been here all season. He
I
didn't
thought he was
have
out last week.
he had like 4 catches for 40 yards last week.
Did he?
Yeah. T Higgins had like fucking 6 for 95 and 2 touchdowns.
Sorry, I don't follow the Bengals.
Well, see, we're also like it doesn't really matter because look, the Bengals 32nd in points, 32nd in yards, 32nd first in passing yards, 32nd in rushing yards, we're 29th in sacks, and we're actually 14th in interceptions. So that's our defensive rankings.
Yeah, and Jamar Chase though, what does he? Dude, he tears up the Ravens. What do you think he averages against the Ravens?
A lot, probably like 130 yards and a touchdown. Probably like 8 catches.
Let me see.
Probably not actually, but that'd be
Let's
fun.
see. Say at least like 105 to be considerate. Career average 120 receiving yards per game, average of 7 receptions and a touchdown per
I
game.
was pretty close. I said 8 catches, 130 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. I said 105 yards. I didn't say reception, so
But
yeah.
I mean, he does. I mean, it seems like in recent memory, the Bengals have always had a receiver that does shit on the Ravens because AJ Green used to do the same shit.
Well then, fuck, dude. DK had a great game against Baltimore. So hopefully Jamar Chase has another game like it did against the Steelers on Monday night that I sadly went to.
Hopefully, the Bengals win, the Steelers lose, Bengals win, Steelers,
No.
Ravens lose, and then the Bengals make the playoffs at 8-9.
Could happen. We've seen it before.
It hasn't happened on this with 17 games.
No, we saw 7-9. That was what year? 20 like
It was
15, 14?
I think the first time it happened was the Seahawks when beast mode had when the beastquake happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do think Cincinnati wins only because
I hope Cincinnati wins.
Baltimore has just not looked good. Like Lamar
If
has
not,
not looked great.
you better have somebody over at my house watching me.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm I don't
You
know
guys are
why.
winning for
Well,
sure.
see, the thing is, though, is I'm just tired of everything with every single tactical.
Out of everything.
Dude, did you see what the Reds said recently?
Well,
Ken
about
Rosenthal came out with a report that said Kyle Schwarber, the Reds offered him 5
5 for
years,
125.
$125 million so they could get ticket sales. That's the only reason.
Mhm.
And now they said this since they didn't get Kyle Schwarber, that they're going back to their original money that they had to spend on free agents. Because if we didn't say we did sign him, or if we say since we didn't sign him, that money that we have left after signing Emilio Pagan back was $10 million to spread across whatever people that we wanted to sign the rest of the year. But if we were going to get Kyle Schwarber, they were going to pay $25 million a year.
Yep. And I saw his report too saying talking about ticket sales. So, for example,
Mm,
if getting Kyle Schwarber would have raised the average attendance by 2,000 per game,
they would have
which
made
could
their money
happen.
probably quick.
So, an average attendance of, of more than 2,000 in addition from last season, what we averaged at the end of the season, the revenue would be 31.2 million.
Yep.
And they
So they would
said,
have made
and
$5 million go on vacation.
that's literally paying for a year of his contract.
That's if it went up 2,000. It probably got more
Yeah. Yeah. But
because
that's the math behind it. It would be over 30 mil in
Kyle
revenue.
Schwarber, if he played at Great American Ballpark, would probably hit 65 home runs. He's a fucking lefty hitting to that short porch in right field. He hits so many home runs.
Yep. But once
No,
again,
we're fucking cheap little bitches because Nick Castellini's in a fucking piece of shit and no one likes him. And him and Mike Brown can go on a fucking boat and drown out in the middle of the ocean together.
yeah. Well, you said it, not me. Um, yeah, not wrong.
But yeah, anyways, back
Cleveland,
to football.
Cleveland,
Yeah,
Chicago should honestly could be close because I think Shador's like good.
I wouldn't say look
Cleveland still has a
good.
good defense.
He's played one good game.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that
but it
game he
wasn't
did look
a great game for
really
him.
fucking good, but they also played the Titans.
Yeah, so that's not a perfect example.
Yeah, because against San Francisco, he looked like shit, and against the Raiders, he didn't look bad, but he didn't look really good. So this will be a pretty good test because Chicago's defense, they're not great in terms of stopping teams, but they are good in terms of getting turnovers because they lead the league in turnovers. So we'll see what Shador can do against a team that
Yeah,
will
and
probably trying to force
so
turnovers.
heading into this week as well, Browns rank second in the NFL, allowing just 272 yards per game through week 14, trailing only the Houston Texans at
And the main reason for that
266.
is because they allow no passing yards a game.
Pass defense, best in the NFL, ranked defense or run defense to rank 13th.
And this is probably because of how Caleb Williams runs around in the pocket like a psychopath, even though he's been getting a lot better at it and not getting sacked as much doing it. This is a game where Myles Garrett can probably add on to that sack total and get closer to the record.
Yeah, he definitely could. So yeah, I
He's
mean,
also going to be going against their left tackle and not probably Darnell Wright, so he probably will be getting that Caleb Williams.
yeah, I would take Cleveland's spread on it. I think it will be pretty
The spread
close,
like
only because I think
7.5.
they pretty heavily rely on that pass offense.
Who?
Chicago does. Chicago.
They're literally second in the league in rushing yards and 17th in passing.
Never mind. I
They
still
average
think their defense is just going to be
The
a
only thing
force against
they
Chicago.
probably would actually have more passing yards a game if Caleb Williams didn't complete fucking 55% of his passes.
Yeah.
Because he's had multiple games this year under 50% passing. Like the fucking last game, I think. Yeah, against Green Bay, he was not very accurate. He played really bad in the first quarter, really good in the middle 2 quarters, and really bad in the fourth quarter. Besides that second to last drive, he played pretty good on that one. And against Philly, he was bad too. He was like 19 of 36 or something. So
Hopefully,
I would like to see the Bears win, and I think they are going to win. But I just don't know what
I
Caleb
just
Williams.
want Cleveland to win so they don't have like a great draft pick.
It doesn't matter. It's Cleveland.
Be a
They
shitty
should-
team, but pick 14th, maybe. That'd be pretty cool.
I don't think it really matters though. It's Cleveland, Max.
Yeah,
Like they
that's
could
true.
get a good like the last time I remember besides Myles Garrett them getting a really good pick is Trent Richardson off the top of my head. Besides like an offensive lineman or some shit, is Trent Richardson, and he played absolutely god awful the entire. Besides his first year. The
Yeah,
fuck
it did. Next game should be
should be
game of the week because Philip Rivers might be playing. Because I know Riley Leonard's
Why
still
would that be game
questionable.
of the week?
Yeah, because it's Philip Rivers at the age of 45
They were
or
talking about
44.
elderly abuse when Joe Flacco's playing. This is fucking elderly abuse. He's literally a grandpa.
Yeah, but the weight that he's put on, he can take those hits.
He does look fat, doesn't he?
He's
Dude,
easily
I thought,
50 pounds heavier than when he
dude,
left the league.
dude, like his face when I was watching his interview was like this. I was like,
Yeah,
what
it's
the
pretty
fuck?
round. Well,
But
that's
he
why when the
obviously
reporter asked him, he said, well, what do you weigh currently? And he says, I don't know.
yeah, he probably doesn't fucking know. Dude, I saw a TikTok, and I bet you this is probably what happened too. He literally looked like he walks into them, what is it, fucking tryout or whatever for the Colts to see if he's like good to go or whatever. And he's probably like, oh yeah, thanks for letting me come and try. Looks like I still got it or whatever. And is about to leave, and they're like, oh, we'll sign you.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second, dude, I'm fucking 40. Dude, Scott, there has got to be anyone else you could call, like Derek Carr, Cam Newton. Fucking, there's got to be someone you can
Doug
call.
Hodges.
No, but like just a competent quarterback, like Matt Ryan. I know he played. He's younger than fucking Philip Rivers. He got drafted in 2009. Philip Rivers got drafted in 2003 or 4.
Yeah,
He's gonna.
I definitely. Well, and
die.
I would assume they're only doing that because he has played for the Colts most recently.
Well, that's not the reason. It's because he played with Shane Steichen.
Yeah. But I definitely probably would have.
And technically, I think he would
factored in other
realistically
players.
still be under contract for the Colts because that's where he retired from.
Yeah.
But
I know.
I think
Seattle
Seahawks beating the shit out of him.
smokes the Colts.
I think that the Colts aren't making the playoffs.
No, they could definitely lose every game the rest of the season.
Because, well, dude, the rest of their games, they play Seattle this week, San Francisco, and then Jacksonville and Houston.
Yeah.
Like,
they could miss. Definitely.
They're going to be in some trouble.
I mean, how fucked up is Anthony Richardson?
He still has his orbital thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that was still like.
And I also saw reports that they might trade him next offseason.
I mean, if he's going to be blind in one eye now, then yeah, there's no sense of keeping him.
Well, fuck yeah, if he's blind, but I don't think he's blind. He just broke his orbital bone.
Might happen. Yeah. I like the story. I just don't think Philip Rivers can win for the Colts.
Dude, I'm literally looking at a video of Philip Rivers right now, like on NFL.com. Is it
Chunky
like
boy.
showing him in his Colts jersey?
Chunky
and
boy.
he looks massive.
Yeah.
Like his stomach looks huge.
Yeah, it does.
I don't understand how he threw the ball. It looks like he shot puts it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all the comments are like, "Oh, that ball's so slow; it's gonna get picked off."
No.
He's probably just not throwing it as hard as he can after probably not throwing a football every day for the last 3 years.
I just think it's crazy that, like, he literally was about to be a Hall of Fame finalist, or like was in the list for it, and he's now playing in the NFL again.
Well,
that means he was retired for 5 years.
You don't often see an 8-5 team with a plus 14 spreads.
You also don't normally see a team that had one of the best defenses in the league and one of the best offenses in the league like that either.
Yeah, I mean they're just collapsing, and it's not.
Well, it's mostly injury, but like
anyone's fault. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Ever since Daniel Jones did that with his leg, which I think they said it happened the Chiefs game, like somewhere in the Chiefs game is when that shit happened to his leg, and then he actually tore his Achilles, which was on the opposite leg against Jacksonville. Which is fucking nuts. That's a shit way to fucking end your season. Do you think that means that he might not get paid now?
That'd be shitty. But I'm sure there's a loophole as to how he doesn't get paid.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what if, like, do you think they'll probably try and get him on, like, maybe like a 1 year or something? Because he tears his Achilles this week or past week, Max. That means he won't play until let's say he gets a early, like he gets it back early. It's like
He's
9
at
or
least
10
he's at
months.
least 10
He's out
months.
until November.
He's at least 10 months to a year.
Yeah, that's like the what? That's no, not November. That'd be like
Rodgers
September.
came back in like 5 months though.
Yeah, but also Aaron Rodgers is a psychopath, and he probably is doing some witchcraft or some shit on himself. So,
Yep, that's probably how it works.
or he just went and did a bunch of fucking ayahuasca and perks and fucking came back and was like, "I'm good to go, guys. Let's do it."
He actually just had like a new type of surgery that I don't know what it does, but
They
it
attach it
worked.
to his penis.
I think something like
Oh,
that.
nice.
Remove the skin somewhere. You know who else is going to get their penis ripped off their bodies? Probably
You.
the Titans
Oh.
because they're playing the 49ers.
I don't know, dude. The Titans have been kind of sticking around in a lot of games lately.
Yeah, well,
I think they're gonna lose. I feel like it's not gonna be like a crazy bad game
um
because they lose. Say they get down by like 20 points, they somehow will just score like 7 straight times and be like right back in the game.
yeah, I mean they have looked better as of late besides Jacksonville where they lost 25-3, um but the 49ers have been, you know, playing good on their side of the end too besides losing to the Rams. They haven't played great teams, Giants, Rams, Cardinals, Panthers, Browns. But there wasn't much of a question on any of them that they were going to win. I mean, Carolina was close, um, but the Giants just were starting to come back late in that game, and it seemed to be pretty good so far.
I don't think it
Offensively,
matters, dude. The
with
49ers are winning.
yeah, I mean, just give the ball to Christian McCaffrey. As
And George Kittle, and you win.
yeah, yeah,
That's all you gotta do.
yeah. Titans defense is not. I
But then
mean,
again, I did see
better
Christian
than their
McCaffrey is
offense.
actually questionable this week because he's like got an illness or something. So, and it's not like they really need him to win this game.
No,
They could. I
no.
bet you if they benched him and played Brian Robinson, he would ball.
Oh yeah, yeah, he would. Um, yeah. So I'm taking 49ers. You're taking 49ers.
Yeah,
Um,
fuck. They need to lose. That's what they need to do.
yeah, they
Lose
do.
because they need a good draft pick.
So do the Saints because they're home against the Panthers, and the Saints have been looking uh, a lot better recently on offense. No Alvin Kamara again, which is fine because Devin Neal has not looked bad at all when he's starting.
Yeah, but the
But
Saints are so bad that that's why Alvin Kamara's playing bad, is what I've been told.
no,
Devin Neal comes
Alvin,
in, been playing good.
yeah, Devin Neal is definitely the answer because he is a rookie and looks great. And
You know, I think he's a rookie, but I'm pretty sure he's like 23 years old.
nah, I think he's 22.
Is he?
I just looked at it. Yeah, he's on my fantasy team.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's 22.
22. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, only -2.5 seems a bit crazy for a 7-6 playing a 3-10 team. The Saints just haven't looked that bad recently. Win
Plus,
over the
I don't even
Bucks
think it's really
last
bad.
week.
It's like every game that the Panthers play in is like relatively close.
Yeah,
That's probably part of it because they've been winning, but they also like they'll lose. But like when they lose, it seems like it's like either way, it's just been a closer game. I mean, the most they've lost by in the last 5 weeks is 11 points, and the closest win they've had is all of them were by 3 points.
yeah. So I honestly could see Saints win only because I think their
And
offense
also the Saints, I
has looked
mean,
great.
they're also trying to play spoiler because if Tyler Shuck keeps playing good, then there's a good chance that like that he might just be their guy moving forward, at least
Definitely
for a couple years.
have seen enough to at least give him another shot next
Even though I,
season.
even though I still don't think he should have been drafted where he was drafted, but
Yeah,
I still think Shador is better than him. But
for now.
for now, dude, Tyler Shuck's 26. Shador's like 22 or 21.
Yeah, well, maybe he's got longevity in his genes and he's going to play for a long time.
Be a weird pair of jeans, though.
You don't like him?
Not if it's if they got, I don't know, what longevity in them. That'd be kind of weird.
But yeah, moving on to that next game because I think the Saints are going to win. You think the Panthers are going to win? Did you? I don't even know if you said that. I
I
just
didn't.
assume.
You're just zooming and trying to move on quick.
No? I mean, if you have more to talk about Carolina and New Orleans, go ahead. I kinda said what I needed to say. Devin Neal looks good. Panthers. Panthers, you kinda said what I was gonna say. They just keep it close every game.
Yeah.
Um, but -2.5 for a 4-win difference heading into this matchup is
Yeah,
weird.
but it's a division game. It's always gonna be relatively close like that.
Yeah, and scoring 24 last week and beating the Buccaneers, I just think the Saints are gonna have a little momentum playing at home. Offense is clicking. I just see them winning. What?
Yeah, I'd probably still say the Panthers, but I think it'll be really close.
Pretty low over/under set at 40.5 as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Complete opposite with the next game.
yeah. So, should be game of the week.
There's honestly a lot of games of the week this week for real.
Yeah, really good games this week.
But
I
Buffalo
mean, if Daniel
Steelers.
Jones isn't out, that Colts and Seattle
Yeah.
game's great matchup too.
Like Buffalo,
Uh,
New England, Chargers, Kansas City, Detroit, Los Angeles, Green Bay, Denver. Like there's a bunch of good ass games.
yeah. Yeah, Detroit at Los Angeles for this one. I mean, the Rams just look unreal.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Lions, it feels like the last month or so they've just been win loss, win loss, win loss, win loss.
Yeah, it does. And come on. Um, yeah, LA's a -6 spread. They are home. But this honestly, it's just so hard to pick between these two.
Nah, I'm picking the Rams.
They're up for the
Definitely picking.
Lions. Jameer Gibbs, that's just
Yeah, but the thing is, Jameer Gibbs also like will have games where if he doesn't have a good carry in his first like 8 or 9 carries, then they just don't play him.
yeah, that's an interesting strat for them.
And that happened against Green Bay, which they lost because they couldn't run the ball. That happened against Philly because they couldn't run the ball. Like they
Yeah.
have to like Jameer Gibbs is the best player on your team. You probably need to give him the ball a lot.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
25,
tough when you're
25
playing.
attempts.
It's tough when you're playing the Rams, and they have one of the better run defenses in the league, and they probably have a top 5 defense. I think the Rams are winning this game for sure. I think this is gonna be one of those games where the Lions kinda look like shit.
Yeah, I mean, definitely could happen.
Well, Jared Goff's
Um,
always been terrible when he's getting blitzed, and
Swapping quarterbacks, really.
the Rams are really good at getting at the quarterback. So, even if they don't blitz, he's probably gonna have a lot of pressure on him.
And Rams are home. Rams are winning. Case solved. I think it'll be close, but it
I don't
wouldn't surprise me if Detroit wins.
I don't think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be high scoring, and I think that the Rams probably win by, like, 10 or, like, 14.
I guess we will see, won't we? Won't we?
Mhm. Mhm, mhm.
Another great game, great matchup. Green Bay, Denver. Green Bay is a favorite -2.5. Denver's won 10 straight. Kind of unreal. Obviously, at some point, you don't want to let the hot streak, you know, run over, but it's kind of better to lose before the playoffs, honestly. Like,
I don't think so. I mean, it just kinda depends on how you're playing. Their defense has been playing really good, like, every game, and they they've just been playing super fucking good. Like, their offense has not looked great, but their defense is just fucking unreal. And they play
yeah,
a bunch of hard games going
their
into
defense
the
is
playoffs.
great.
Huh?
Their defense is great. So,
Yeah, but they play a bunch of hard games right before going into the playoffs. They play Green Bay, Jacksonville, Kansas City, and the Chargers.
yeah, 15th. 15th toughest schedule for Denver this season.
Yeah, I mean, if they can figure out getting like making Bo Nix be a little more consistent before the end of the season, then I think that they have a pretty good chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're a solid team.
I think honestly, there's a good chance the AFC Championship could be them versus the Texans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
like
Steelers.
if they don't meet up before that, but
Yeah, Yeah, or Steelers, but yeah.
It doesn't matter who the AFC North plays in the playoffs, they're losing first round. It doesn't matter who the team is that makes it. Whoever makes it is losing first round.
I think this is Steelers' year. Make it past first round.
Yeah, I bet. Um, but the Packers really need to win this game and hope Chicago loses because they play each other next week.
Yep.
And if that is the case, if the Packers win this game, I'm pretty sure if they win and then Chicago loses against they play the Browns, right?
Yes.
Then Green Bay, I think, and them would be playing for Green Bay to get the division. And Green Bay doesn't have that hard of a schedule come like um, after they play Chicago because they play Baltimore and Minnesota. So it'll be, but also Josh Jacobs might not be playing this week either. So
Yeah, that'd be great for me.
why? No, because you got him in fantasy.
Yeah.
But it's right now he's got him. They have him as questionable. I'm guessing they'll probably end up, you know, seeing. But you also were in a bad spot before anything, anyways. I mean,
Well,
it
it'll
scored
help
four.
if C-Mac doesn't play, and they said Woody Marks' game time decision too. So if both of those running backs don't play versus Searle, then that'll help
Yeah,
me out. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty big gap.
I'm
Weirder things have happened, so I guess we'll
think
just see how everybody else plays.
honestly, I do think though that this is the week that their streak ends.
Yeah,
I'm
Denver's could
I'm
be,
taking the Packers to win
could be. Um,
because they both have really good defenses. They both have super inconsistent offenses, but I personally would take Jordan Love over Bo Nix, and I would take their 9 number 2 receivers they have over just having Courtland Sutton and then a bunch of random dudes, which I know Troy Franklin has been playing good and Pat Bryant's been playing pretty good the last couple weeks, but I would I would take the Packers receiving core over the Broncos because Christian Watson's been playing unreal. Dontavian Wicks has a really good game every like 2 or 3 weeks. Romeo Dobbs is back and Jaden Reed, and they have Matthew Golden. Like I don't know if Matthew Golden's playing, which he's been out for a while. I think he's on IR, but like they have a bunch of badass receivers.
yeah, they do. Yeah, it could definitely be a game where Denver does not win and
And
breaks their streak. So
fucking Denver doesn't even have Pat Bryant.
I just hope both teams have a great time. They tie and they say good game.
Why would you want that? Doesn't do anything for the Steelers.
You know, I just love both teams so much. I don't want to see either one lose. All right, that's enough. Get down. My next game,
What is the next game?
Minnesota,
That's
Dallas,
Sunday night. Okay.
the big Sunday night game.
Yep.
What didn't this was it this week or next week the Sunday night game changed?
That's next week because the Bengals were supposed to play the Dolphins Sunday night.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But this game is gonna be probably a tester for JJ McCarthy because Cowboys defense last week kind of reverted back to being dog shit after playing pretty good the last couple weeks before that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if JJ can have 2 solid starts in a row.
And to see if Minnesota can break their streak of having 0 points in their game. They've got 2 straight games of no points in a game, either them allowing or them scoring 0.
And that is a weird streak for
I think they're the only team that's ever happened
Minnesota.
where they got shut out one week and then the next week they shut somebody out.
Well, I mean, Dallas, I mean, obviously it's a must win because they're 3 games out of the wild card, but they're also 2 games back from Philly. So
Well,
obviously they're hoping for Philly to lose every game the rest of the season. But yeah, obviously cannot lose for
they
Dallas.
don't really have that hard a schedule the rest of the year either.
No, no.
They
So
play Minnesota, sucks. The Chargers have been good. Then they play Washington, they suck. Then they play the Giants, they suck.
yeah. Well, they need the Chicago 49ers to lose the rest of their games or Philly, and then they need to
They're
win
not
out.
making it in the playoffs
So
without winning the division.
no, that's their best chance.
No, that's their only chance. They're not making it without it.
Well, I mean, in a separate universe, 49ers and Chicago
lose
lose the
all their
rest of their
games.
games, then yeah, they would. And if they won out, then yeah, they'd make it.
Okay,
But
well,
that's the
let's
only
just
way.
say San Francisco loses to the Titans this week and the Browns beat the Bears, then they'll make the playoffs. But that's not they're not losing those games. Neither one of them.
Maybe.
No,
I'll say that's Cleveland. Might be a
no,
close one.
don't. I don't think so. I think, dude, Chicago's defense, they get turnovers, and Shador, he likes to hold the ball for a long time. Even though he's been playing good, he's still
Yeah,
been
he
holding
does.
like a fucking ignorant motherfucker. He's just been sitting back there like, doesn't just wait, doesn't throw it away or nothing. Because he did that even in the game he played good last week. But I'm still I'm taking Dallas to win this game because they're getting
Yeah,
like
I am
CP
too.
cleared concussion protocol, so he's back. Not back, but he's healthy. And him and George Pickens, when they play together, have been playing fucking unreal. Besides the game against the Lions, because George Pickens had his worst game of the season that game. But they're just, I mean, Minnesota's just bad. They're ass. They suck.
Yeah, let's see if let's see what 9 can do.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking blow cock probably because
Oh,
they're playing. Dallas' defense is bad, but they're probably still gonna fucking. They'll probably look good against them.
yeah, yeah. Now obviously what everyone's been waiting for us to talk about this whole entire time. So I'm
Army
sorry.
and Max dating.
Sorry we had to wait this long to get to the best game of the week, but Pittsburgh
Nope.
Monday
Time out.
night
Time out.
color rush
Time out.
Miami.
Time.
What?
See, since you haven't been here, I've been doing. I talk about the Monday game on the episode that we put out on Monday.
Oh, well, whatever. I'm here and I already said it. And all I want to say is since 2020, Lamar Jackson is 1-7 against Pittsburgh. So I just think it's an interesting fact I wanted to bring up before we dive into Pittsburgh. But
Even though they're not playing Baltimore.
obviously, yeah, I know. But this happened last week. I wasn't on until now. So I just had to make sure everybody kind of remembers that stat. So
What the fuck?
what?
Quinn Hughes just got traded to the Wild.
Jeez, that's
Did you see
that's
the
awesome.
Penguins got Stuart Skinner from the Oilers?
Yeah, but I didn't see what they got him
They
for
traded
though.
Tristan Jarry and somebody else.
Well, that's fine then. That's fine because they have some badass goalies
Who?
coming up in their minor league.
Dude, they just got Stuart Skinner. He's been one of the best goalies for like in the league for like 2 years.
Yeah, but they have some like crazy international talent playing in their
And now
minors
you also
right now.
have a dude that's got Stanley Cup Finals experience for the past 2 years. When did they play him again last year?
Well, I'm talking about hockey players that are 15 years old. So obviously, I'm not talking right now. I'm just saying they got a good pipeline right now
Then it didn't matter
of
with Tristan
of
Jarry or
goalies.
fucking Stuart Skinner.
What?
Then it didn't matter who it was, Tristan Jarry or Stuart Skinner.
I know.
I was just saying that it's nice to have Stuart Skinner because he's definitely better than Tristan Jarry.
Yeah, that's why I said, oh, that's great then. But yeah, good young players for the
Yeah,
Pens.
so you like him young, isn't it?
Right. Pittsburgh wins. Obviously, TJ Watt hospitalized. Very,
What happened?
very. Huh?
What happened with him? I saw that.
It was just collapsed lung, but
Damn.
it's not as bad. It's very minor. The surgery.
How is a collapsed lung minor?
But I think it's because he caught it so soon. And it happened during practice, so he kind of has been resting easy and stuff like that from all the reports that I've seen. But where it's at on the lung as well took like a major, advantage for him.
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Easily operable. It is obviously he's unlikely to play Monday, but they said that after this week he will be day to day. And when Detroit's going to be a tough game. Ravens lose this week.
You're not beating Detroit.
Listen to what I'm about to say before you cut me off.
Well, you said it's going to be.
I about said something that I shouldn't have said. But if the Ravens lose, Steelers win. Obviously, not going to play this week. And if he's day to day, no sense of playing him against Detroit. That's just going to be It'd be more of a crazy win for Pittsburgh to win that. So I would keep him out for Detroit, then see if he can play the last two games of the season. So I think, horrible that's happening to anyone, especially him.
Dolphins win.
But timing couldn't be more better for the
Dolphins
sake
win.
of only missing a week to 3 weeks, um, right before the playoffs and being in
Dolphins
a good position. So
win.
we'll see. What
Dolphins win.
they might.
That's what I'm picking.
So I'll blame you. Playing -3 spread.
Yeah, I did want to ask you this though. Um, what do you think about all the people, because you weren't here, saying fire Tomlin? Which I also,
They're stupid. Everyone's stupid.
because you also have said that before.
Yeah, I'm sure I had, but probably in the majority of my entire existence, I've been on the stance of not firing him.
But what do you think about that happening? Then they beat the Ravens, and then Mike Tomlin blows a kiss to the camera.
What do you think?
What do you
You're
think?
probably someone that watches one conspiracy theory on TikTok, and you're like, "Oh yeah,
Conspiracy
that's
theory.
for sure. That's for sure happening to everyone, and we don't know it."
What are you even talking about? Why would I be? What about that's a conspiracy theory? I just asked what you thought about people saying that he should be fired. Then they beat the Ravens, and then
Do
he
you know
blows.
how many times he has made those kind of reactions to the camera? I mean, it's not new. He's always done that. He's very
Yep,
personal.
it seemed like it was kind of like, because he all week was talking about how, oh well, yeah, everybody's saying that I should be fired. Like, and then Patrick Queen also had an interview after the game about it. Like, oh well, people are gonna say what they're gonna say.
Yeah,
I was just
they
saying.
are. Same thing about Joe Burrow, isn't it? Where he kind of says, "I want to be happy in what I'm doing,"
Yeah, but that's also,
but
like I
then when
said,
you
the
look at
media.
what
And
Andrew
then
Luck
Jamar
said,
Chase
and
is like, "Oh,
how relevant,
same dude I've
how
always
many
seen."
times they've both gotten hit and missed games, and both said they were not happy and they want to be
Joe
happy to
Joe
continue
Burrow didn't
playing.
say that he wasn't happy, and he also said it was also
Well,
personal
if you
stuff.
listen to that whole entire press conference and you think that the overall feeling or morale is that
Did you
he's
not
happy and
see?
jolly,
But then you
then
didn't see Jamar Chase, because afterwards Jamar Chase is like, "Well, Joe Burrow's the same guy I see every day. He's acts the exact same. You guys are just being media, taking everything and making it a story."
yeah, I'm also sure that they're probably just not going to rat out any of their teammates
Yeah,
behind
'cause
their backs
Joe
on
Burrow's
camera.
probably, if he did wanna do that, he's gonna go up to all of his teammates and be like, "Yeah, I'm really thinking about leaving. Even though I just signed a 5-year deal 2 years ago."
I don't think it matters when you don't win and you get smacked around all the time.
I mean, if that's the case, then there's would never be a quarterback that played for a fucking bad team and played long for him.
Well, I think his experience is a little different because he's been the most sacked of all time ever.
Yeah, well, that's also probably partially because he fucking runs around in the pocket sometimes like a psychopath.
Oh, come on. That's
He does.
not.
He does that same Caleb Williams shit does, but he gets out of it a lot, but he does do that a lot.
But you're saying that one thing is why he's been sacked the most of all time?
No, I'm saying that is a factor. It's also, we've had bad lines. I know that.
Well, the thing is, listen, people can say that.
But it's
People
weird
can say
because
all they want about Mike Tomlin, but it would take the Steelers 15 years to even be remotely a fucking playoff contender the second they let Mike Tomlin go.
thank you for
You
finally
let Mike Tomlin go, and you see how fast he gets snatched up.
thanks for
That's,
finally answering my question. It only took you
what'd you
10
say?
minutes. What'd you think about Mike Tomlin?
I think it's just Mike Tomlin, and there's nothing to take away from that.
Because I
But
also, which I've every time you've told me you think Mike Tomlin should be fired, I've told you that they would be done.
every time, as you say, every time, like I've said it 1,000 times.
You have said it multiple times.
I'd like to see clips of how many times I've said it.
Yeah, because I'm just recording actually every time we talk.
Yeah, well, I would assume majority of the time we've ever talked about Mike Tomlin, I've been vouching for him, because there's been plenty of times where we have argued about me taking
I'm
a
pretty sure.
scenario of
I'm
10
pretty sure
seasons to
either
make the
last
playoffs
season or the
9
season
times out of
before
10 times. What?
that he should be fired. Said I'm pretty sure last season or the season before you told me you think he should be fired.
I don't think so, but
Okay. Yep.
we'll see. We'll examine. But yeah, Obviously, terrible advice from anyone. And
What?
I think people forget too that like
Terrible advice. What are you talking
obviously um the defense is solid, great. Okay.
about? I don't
But
know.
we also act like Mike Tomlin is the only decision maker when it comes to who is filled in and what role. So I think,
I mean,
what last 3 offensive coordinators just hasn't been
Patchwork?
a good fit.
What about the Steelers' defense do you think is good?
Over the last 5 years, our
Oh,
defense
you're
has
talking
been
about
the only
in the
thing.
I thought you were talking about this season. Sorry. I didn't know you were
Well,
talking about, like
they are great at, forcing turnovers. And they're
yeah.
good at getting the ball over. They're, I believe, first in the league and turnover points off of turnovers this season. Pretty
Yeah,
sure
but
they
you
are
said our defense is good. That's why I was confused. Because their defense is not good, really.
good enough for us to win games. Fuck yeah, it is.
Well, you didn't yeah, but we also
I've never
say
said that we're a top 5 defense.
yeah, but you said it's a good defense. It's not even a top half defense.
It wins us games. I mean, we give up a lot of points to some of the better teams, but
That's because the Steelers, for the most part, which I think you maybe you'll agree with me, but I feel like most Steelers fans would agree. The Steelers, almost every time that they play anybody, they play to the level of their competition, no matter who it is.
no, I just think the offense has stinked for 5 years. There just needs to be
They played well plenty
improvement
of times
in
when they
that
had big
area, and
wins.
I think we're a really solid team. But until you find that right offensive coordinator, here's what amazes me about Pittsburgh. So you had Matt Canada for so long. Obviously broke the streak for consecutive games without 400 yards in a single game. Then you fire him. And then our first 3 games with no permanent OC, we went 528 yards, 77 yards, and 537 yards. So obviously there was something clicking. And then you hire
A shitty offensive coordinator.
again. And then we're kind of back to the same scenario. So it's like there's obviously a formula somewhere.
Well, you guys are also in like QB limbo the last like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, and so people are obviously going to call for his name
Well, those people are
because of the season. And that's literally people. This is what's so crazy to me is that this is the most perfect thing ever. This is the perfect example of how the storylines of media just always shift and change, especially for the Steelers and Mike Tomlin. Vegas and ESPN, I have clips that I've bookmarked on TikTok just for a friendly reminder. What was the preseason set at? 6.5. What was it? What was it set at last year?
Are you talking about wins?
Yeah. And what was it set at last year? 6.5.
Like
Back-to-back years at 6.5. And then what was it 2 years or 3 years ago? 7.5.
Right.
Okay, so obviously you're looking at a team that is projected and supposed to be bad, but you have a coach that knows how to coach a team of people that should be underperforming and at least make them subpar to where we win games.
See, my
And
thing that I said about this was
consistently hits that over on total wins projected. But the reason why I bring that up is because when everyone talks about the Steelers and Mike Tomlin having his first losing season, which we've heard like for 3 or 4 straight years, really almost every year since Big Ben's retired.
I've personally never said that.
No, well, I'm not talking. Did I? Fuck
I
you.
didn't say you were talking
And
about. I personally never.
and so obviously
fuck you.
we have all this talk every single year. It's the same issue. It's the same talk about Mike Tomlin having a losing record for the first time. And it would make sense, like you said, quarterback limbo for at least since Big Ben's retired. So have not found that answer. What?
I said 100% since Big Ben retired. It's not maybe.
Yeah, I know. And so then when when Steelers finish above 500 and make the playoffs on a roster and team that's projected below 7 wins and to finish last in the AFC North, 3 out of the 4 years they've been projected to finish either 3rd or 4th consecutively, back to back years, we've surpassed it. And so anytime that you get close to 500 and you're losing games, the talk comes back up again about Mike Tomlin getting fired. But it's like, did we never credit him for the teams and rosters that he's starting with? And obviously, like I said,
I
that's
think
why
it's
we just
also
can't call for his name because there's so many other moving parts like offensive coordinators and getting free agents. And obviously they draft well, but like there's other
yeah, he's been there
pieces
for
that
19
he's,
years. He's got to be
huh?
a big piece. I said he's been there for 19 years. It's got to be a big piece of him also getting free agents to come there.
Yeah, and it is, but I'm not, but all of that isn't on him at all. And a coach that continuously can take this team that's projected to be last so often or second to last. And I would
Yeah, but
agree with that
projections are
most
always
of the
difficult.
season, looking at who we have on offense and what we've been struggling with and how did we make changes over the last season. And realistically, we don't. We don't make that many changes this year. We've made a lot of changes for the first time ever. But offense is identical to last year in yards and scoring. So that's my take.
Yeah, but you also
Tomlin should still be the
you went
coach.
from a quarterback that doesn't like to throw to Russell Wilson, a quarterback that overly likes to throw, to Aaron Rodgers, who's 41. Now,
Hey, look, I've already been verbal so many times, especially during last season, that I never wanted Fields to get benched. There was never an answer to do it other than Tomlin saying we want
I don't
more
know if I'd
points.
be mad that they benched Fields after seeing how he played this year.
Well, I think that's different because he looked great in under Pittsburgh's system. He did not play bad at all. He averaged 21 points per game. Not great, but
But
Russell
you guys
Wilson
also had a
averaged
better defense. You guys
21.3 points
also
per
had a
game.
better defense last year.
Yeah. But
If
you
Justin Fields was
bench
on
him
your
for
team
Russell
this
Wilson
year,
to average 0.3 points per game more and
but
ruin that whatever
I'm saying
relationship you
if
had.
you had Russell Wilson, or not Russell Wilson, Justin Fields this year on your team, and he was averaging 21 points or whatever, you guys would probably have a losing record.
No, because Fields, I think with his dual threat on Pittsburgh, it just fit well. I
What do you
mean, he
mean
was
dual threat? Aaron Rodgers ran in a fucking touchdown last week.
for the first time in 4 years. But
No, actually, since 2023. So
wow. Is that me or you?
that's fucking Madison's mom texting her or some shit. I'll turn
Oh.
it down.
But yeah, I mean, I think Fields definitely still a winning team. And if, like I mentioned, out of all the years, everyone picks us to be last and we got a losing record. And if you think attaining Fields after how he was playing for Pittsburgh and how he looked with Pittsburgh and entering the season, we would not have had a losing record. There's just something about Tomlin that he just cannot allow it to happen.
I
I
didn't
don't know what
say
it
that
is.
you would
We
have a
still might.
losing record.
There's still a
with-
chance.
I didn't say you would have a losing record with Justin Fields. I said if you had Justin Fields and he was scoring what you said, like 21 points a game, then you'd probably have one, is what I said.
Well, we're averaging 18 points per game this season.
You're averaging 23.7 points per game this season.
Well, then the last 2 weeks definitely changed it. So, because we were third to last heading into week 12.
Because I'm looking, it would have went down if anything in the last 2 weeks. It went up because of the two games before that. Because you scored 34 against us, and you scored 28 against the Bears, and then last week or 2 weeks ago you scored 7 and then 27.
Yeah, I don't get them. It is what it is. But yeah, anybody that says Tomlin needs to be fired are just.
I just don't get why
The first time that he might actually finish below 500, we need to fire him.
See, what I said last week when I did this on Monday or maybe Friday, like last week, I said, if anything, about Tomlin being fired, I would, which I know he doesn't want to, but they're not going to fire him, first of all. At least not now. But like once maybe he actually has a losing season, which that would probably be the time they would actually fire him. But I said that I think, if anything, there hasn't really been a crazy amount of like things that have changed since Big Ben's left. They just keep going and getting like middle of the pack quarterbacks and like kind of staying around that like 9, 10, 11 win range and then losing in the first round of the playoffs. I said, if anything, I would maybe think about trying to go somewhere else if I was Tom. I'm not saying he will.
Regardless of anything,
that's what I would.
It's going to be the Steelers' decision because they have a team option in 2027. So heading into this season, realistically, could be his last year, but that would be entirely if the Steelers just don't want him.
Yeah, which I don't think that's going to happen.
In any situation, if the Steelers want him and Tomlin's wants to stay. I don't see him leaving.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think he's leaving either, and I don't think that they're gonna let him leave. I
yeah,
think what need
but like also, I understand what people say about like all these playoff games and we're losing all of them, and like, not gonna lie, the way that some of the last playoff games have happened, I mean, it just what can you literally what can you do? What can you do? It's not on Tomlin when we get to a wild card game, and we average currently over the last 10 years, Steelers averaged 3 turnovers per game in the wild card round.
well, I
That
mean,
is
that's kind of probably
terrible.
inflated a little bit by that Browns game.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. We started that game off 28-0, and we lost by 9. So like, I understand everything, but if you really looked at every game and just kind of how they started, and obviously there's an answer for everything. You there's an answer why this happened so many times. But like, what else can you say when the team is just plays terribly? And I know it looks bad on Tomlin, but like, crazy scenarios, and it's just they've put themselves in pretty deep holes early in almost every single wild card game
Who
in
did
the
y'all play
last 8
last year?
years.
Who did y'all play last year?
Uh, wasn't it
Was it Buffalo?
I believe it was.
I don't remember who it was. I'm gonna fucking freak out. I gotta turn this off on her computer.
Yeah, Bills 31-17.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you playing the Bills, I feel like not like when you don't really have that great of an offense, it's gonna be a struggle
Well, I
because
mean, you also had Mason Rudolph was a starter, so like,
yeah. But I
so
mean, I'm just saying, like, if you're playing against the Bills and Josh Allen in the playoffs, like he normally plays relatively good, and even if when he plays the Chiefs, they just normally get outscored.
yeah,
But the nice thing is no one really has to worry about the Chiefs this year because they're not going to make the playoffs.
yeah, and but then like you go the year before that, we lost wild card to the Ravens 28-14 after they had just beaten them in week 15. So
Yeah,
and it just shit happens.
yeah, it do be like that.
Yeah, I mean,
At least you make the
we'll
playoffs once,
see,
you know.
we'll see. Yeah, and then the year before that, you met the Chiefs first round, and that's when they went 13-5
Yeah,
or 12 and
well, I
5,
mean,
not 13-5.
I was about to say I didn't know 18 games. It's crazy.
Yeah, so
Well,
but yeah,
at least you
Steelers W.
huh?
Jack Sawyer legacy game. Um,
I don't
Jack
think that's
Sawyer and
true.
Nick Herbig are just going to explode.
Why would it be a Jack Sawyer legacy game when Nick Herbig and Highsmith are there?
Jack Sawyer is on the depth chart the second left outside linebacker.
You think that they're not gonna play Herbig over there?
Herbig does, but he plays on the other side with Highsmith. They both play on the right side.
Is Highsmith out?
No, that's why Herbig doesn't play as much. But
But I feel
Herbig's
like they would rather play Herbig over Jack Sawyer.
you would
Just
think that, but Sawyer's had first team reps all week, so it's definitely or not all week, but since Wednesday. So definitely planning on starting Jack Sawyer and probably keeping Nick Herbig in the same exact rule.
did you see the Bengals actually finally made a good decision though? They cut Jermaine Burton.
Yeah, but that Trey Hendrickson deal is not looking so great. So
It was literally for the rest of this year,
yeah,
so I
but
don't
now
really
you guys
care.
look soft, and you give up, and you
No, if we would
do
have looked
whatever the
soft,
players want.
if the Bengals were to look soft, it would have been us giving him like a fucking 3-year deal where he's getting paid $35 million a year to a dude that has had like 5 or 6 years of good production and literally can't stop the run, and all he's good at is getting at the quarterback.
At least you got Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, thank God. I
He's
guarantee
progressing.
you, I could find 10 people on Twitter that are better at drafting than the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean they're terrible. But yeah, that's what I have for the NFL. So why don't we, if you want to talk about Michigan real quick and kind of what's
I just
happening?
want to
Because
talk about
holy
this because it's
shit.
crazy. Like this is probably
Yeah,
the
I
last,
mean,
but
I
isn't
like
it?
the fact that he drove to her house, and well, I don't like it, but
But how
don't know what
crazy?
his outcome or what he thought was going to happen.
I know they didn't do anything wrong, but tell me how this even is a thing that they've known about this apparently. since before they fired him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
fired him the day after National Signing Day.
Yeah, well, that
So now
DoorDash
all those
driver
kids that signed with
is a
Michigan that
hero.
maybe don't wanna go there now are fucked.
Mhm.
I bet you if there's people that went there for Sharon Moore, that they're gonna be redshirting and then transferring.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. See, things like this that happen just make Penn State kinda like a flash in the past, you know? Forget about it
Yours
and
is a little
focus on new
bigger than
things.
that. I think your guys' thing was a little bit bigger.
Oh, well, hey, more shit keeps happening in
Well
the Big Ten, then
well, Max,
we won't even remember it.
you're debating between domestic abuse and child touching.
Neither are great or good.
No, neither of them are
Neither are
good
good.
at all there, pal.
No. No, it is not.
So, I think either way, let's maybe just get coaches that don't do that shit, and then we'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause Sharon Moore apparently is a psychopath.
Yeah. Yeah, he had trial today, so
He
not
he
looking
got
good
his
for him.
bond, though. I think his bond was like 250 grand.
Yeah, surprisingly low for what happened.
I don't even
Um,
know the full story of what fully happened, but I just was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
well, anyone that's kind of a danger or a threat to another person's life probably shouldn't be left out or let out on any bond at
Yeah,
all.
that's a good point, yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
you also
I
probably
think
shouldn't be
that's,
getting,
mistake
your
number 1.
you also probably shouldn't be getting your executive assistant pregnant when you have a wife and kids.
Yeah. Yep. Change your salary from 55 to, like, $90,000.
Yeah, I'd be feeling pretty good if I was her at least. Got a nice pay raise.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she probably got fired, but, yeah.
Mm, more than likely,
I don't know what
yeah,
it
I
is with,
mean,
like, when you because he and like Ryan Clark, which Ryan Clark always has to bring this up, but like he was like, yeah, he's the first black coach in Michigan's history, and then he's going out and doing this stupid shit, whatever. I just think it doesn't matter what fucking coach you are. I don't care if you're white, black, green, yellow, fucking red. I don't give a fuck what you are. Just to go and if you're gonna be a good like a head coach or something, or you have a fucking high job like that, just do your job and don't fucking do stupid shit like that. It seems like that always happens. Like Urban Meyer when he was what was it? I think it was Jack when he's in Jacksonville. He
and
fucking
he was
goes up to a
jacking me
bar
off.
in fucking Columbus and's fucking like fingering girls at the bar when he has a wife.
But yeah, he wasn't jacking me off.
Huh?
What? Yeah, I know. So, people just can't
Like I don't know what's so hard
stop
about
being
like just being
crazy.
a normal fucking person. Like unless money really changes you that much, which I wouldn't know because I'm not fucking a millionaire and I don't make a shit ton of money like that, but like there's no way it changes you to the point where you're like, yeah, I just have to go fuck some girl that I work with and ruin my whole fucking life basically.
Well, I don't know. I think anyone that is just like a head coach of, any program, um,
Can you not be a psychopath? Jesus
just
Christ.
thinks that they're, 10 steps above anybody else that's
I
to
mean, that's
their left or
probably
their right.
so true is that people with money like that and that type of job think that
Yeah.
they're just better than everybody else. I mean, I can definitely see that. Like, there's this girl on TikTok. You know that girl that used to date Cody Ford and would like does did TikToks? She went on TikTok because she had a brand deal with some brand, I guess like a makeup brand or something, and she was like, "Yeah, I just missed my flight to go to Turks and Caicos, and they said they're gonna hold the flight for me like an hour." I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah,
you are
right.
fucking out of touch, bro. You need to fucking because I mean, she's getting a free trip to Turks and Caicos or whatever the fuck it's called, and like getting to do all kinds of fucking shit for
Why?
free.
Because her and Cody broke up?
She's basically got famous because of that.
Well, why don't we do that?
But me and you break up? I mean, we could,
We
but
should
then we couldn't
contact,
do the
like,
podcast
Virgin
anymore.
Voyages or something. Get us
Huh?
on a cruise.
Then one of us would not be.
I'll wear the wig. I'll wear it.
You wear a wig.
Don't worry. I'll wear it. I'll wear it.
I'll I'll take naked pictures, I guess.
I just thought it was a race to see who was gonna say it first and claim it first. I wanna be the first one to
Oh,
make sure I wear the
what a
wig.
wig?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just get extensions. I don't need a wig.
The wig doesn't sell it, or extensions don't sell it.
They might. Don't know till you try it.
True.
I have extensions on my pubes.
Alright, well, um, I think that's all. What a great episode to be back. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the last like 40 minutes were us just talking about the Steelers
Yeah.
and
Good.
us dating.
Good. Good to both. But yeah, once again, brought to you by JM Pro. Or
Nope, 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 nope. You have to spell it out too. I've been doing that.
Brought to you by wannaparlay.com.
That's WANNA parlay.com. That's what you have to do.
Well, if they don't know how to spell wanna and parlay, then I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
but
They
there's
probably should
also
not be betting their money if they can't spell
no.
wanna
You should be
parlay.
betting your money if you can't spell. That's the people that normally
No,
do
that's bad
crazy.
advice, and we're not going to give bad advice to people who are illiterate and can't listen to wanna parlay and not know how to spell
Okay,
that.
but you can be illiterate and know sports and be like, hey, can you make this bet for me?
Yeah, well, deaf people can't see now, can they?
You
So,
say deaf people can't see.
yep. So we can't just assume everybody can do everything, can we?
Helen Keller can do everything. She was deaf and blind.
G didn't exist.
I
But
agree, she didn't exist.
JMP, wannaparlay.com. Links are on all the
You gotta
socials, of course.
finish it.
No, yeah, you go ahead. Finish it.
All right, I'll do the whole thing because you fucked it up. You didn't say the amounts. Wannaparlay.com. Promo code JMP. $10 to $250, 100% deposit match is what he should have said, but he didn't. So
You're
yeah,
acting
go
like
there.
you did the intro and
Well,
outro every time for like
as
the
soon
first
as
2 years.
I've done the intro for the past 3 weeks for 3 times a week.
Oh. Yeah, that
Yeah, go
tallies
do
up.
that. As soon as you get paid, take all your money and go
Well,
put it
only
there.
$250 worth.
No,
Because
no, 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 no. All your
what
money.
else are you going to do with
And
the
then
extra
drop it
amount?
on Bengals beating the Ravens.
Oprah to be the next president.
No, we're not doing those. We're not calling Kalshi or whatever that shit's called.
Oh, will it rain tomorrow? Yes, no. All right, yeah,
Is
that's
it
it.
gonna snow? It snows a lot here apparently.
Yeah, it does. All right, Penny, say bye.
Bye, Penny. All right. Well, deuces. See y'all later.